Good morning, my peepers. Welcome to Shalene's Creativity Room. It is Tuesday, July 18th. What's going on today? Let's see, do we have birthdays? No birthdays today. And let's see what I do yesterday. Craft and clean Zoom. My goal was to work on some of the family room yesterday and get everything out of there and put into the new bathroom cabinet because they've been sitting in boxes, or I should say, two big laundry baskets. So that was done yesterday. What else did I do? I did laundry. I have one load in the dryer I gotta fold. I did dishes. I think that was about it. Okay, so I didn't go into Zoom. I didn't go into Craft and Clean Zoom. Because Deborah wasn't going to be there and Crystal wasn't going to be there. So I'm like, I'm not going to go in. Because we're like the only ones that clean. So I did it on my own. Every hour. I did really good. I got a lot done. Like I said, I watched TV while I was doing all that. I watched Station 19. And a question was finally answered because I didn't watch it from the very beginning. I only watched it from I watched, like, if it was going to be a show that was a crossover to Grey's Anatomy, I would watch that episode, but that was it. And so I can't remember. I started watching it when they focused on George Floyd. Was that his name? I'm sorry. I'm bad with names. The black guy that was mistreated by the police that started everything. I started watching it then, and I was horrified. So whenever that comes up, I will probably be caught up. Anyways, and I knew that Andy's father had died from cancer, but I didn't know when. So he's still on it. But I'm on my third season, and I'm like, okay, so Andy she used to date her neighbor, which was Ryan, and he's a cop. And I'm like, I've never seen this cop before. How come? He must have moved away. So during the California wildfire episode, I thought, well, maybe he gets caught in the wildfires and dies, or he was saying that he was moving somewheres and didn't know when he'd be back. So I thought maybe that's what happened, but no, he came back. And I'm like, okay, whatever happened to him? I found out. Yep. So that question was answered. So I watched season 2, episodes 15, 16, and 17, because there was only 17 episodes. And then I started season 3 and started episode 1 and 2. So, I probably won't watch it again till next Monday. Maybe Wednesday night. I try to watch the shows like every Monday, and then maybe Wednesday night, although I try to do YouTube. and then usually Saturday or Sunday. But Saturday and Sunday this weekend is my cross stitch weekend. I do have the boys most of Saturday and part of Sunday because Dylan has them this weekend, but his girlfriend already made plans for them to go away for the weekend. So he asked me if I would watch the boys. So, and Justin will be here Saturday. And Justin and I always watch at least one Marvel movie. So, and the boys like the Marvel movies. So we'll watch at least one of those while the boys are here. And then Teresa was telling me in Zoom the other day about a show on Disney that has the guy, Richard, I don't remember his real name, but he plays Valentine Cassadine on General Hospital. Well, he's in this show on Disney called Villains at Valley View. Well, it kind of sounds like it might be like Thundermans and Henry Danger type thing. So I think the boys will like this. So I think we're going to watch that and see what the boys think. So, yeah. And I did stitch on Haid Faces of Fairy. $66. And I put in 936 stitches. I did. I was so proud of myself yesterday. I was. Okay. Let's look at today's weather. It's going to be a high of 77 and a low of 55. Right now it's 71. Air quality alert is still in effect. I don't know why. It's mine. This is only saying Livingston County, which is a county over, on my weather app, weather.com. But if I go to WeatherBug, it lists all our counties. Now, yesterday I went out and walked. I didn't walk outside because it was too hot and humid. But I let the dog out. I did not see the haziness from the smoke, and I didn't smell it. Now, this says there is a marginal risk of severe weather today. So, scattered thunderstorms, especially during the afternoon hours. Areas of smoke and haze are possible, reducing visibility at times. Winds west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. Humidity 67%. And sunset is at 8:46 p.m. So, it is cloudy out now, and it looks like it wants to rain. So, we're going to do cloudy. And if it does rain or we get thunderstorms, then I will probably put another stamp on here later today. For either rain or thunder or lightning bolt or both. I do need to make appointments today. I have not been to the dentist in a long time. I was the type that went twice a year. I always took good care of my teeth, and my anxiety I stopped when I was babysitting because every time I made an appointment, it seems like I had to babysit, so I just canceled. And then it got to the point where I didn't like going because of my anxiety. I need to go. I need to have my teeth cleaned. They'll probably find something wrong. I haven't had a mammogram in years. I need to make that appointment. I need to see a gynecologist. I haven't done that in a while. I need an eye appointment because the last one I had was during COVID and it got canceled because it was closed. So I need to do that because I have diabetes and I need to take care of my health. Yeah. I need to do better, people. I do. I also need to call the sleep center because I haven't been there since I got my machine. And that was 7 years ago. And my machine now says that the motor has exceeded its limit. It's still working. I'm having no issue with it. But I do know I need a new one. You're supposed to replace them every 5 years, and I've had it for 7. So I need to make an appointment with that because I need a new CPAP machine. It's just, this all costs money, people. Money I don't have, but I will have to work out payment plans somehow, somewhere. Yeah. Okay, National Day. So if you're like me and you keep putting off all these doctor's appointments, I get it. I really do. And if you don't and you are yelling at me, I don't need you to yell at me. I don't need anybody to say you're a bad person. I don't need any of that. I already beat myself up. I don't need other people doing that. Okay. Today's National Day. I love this. National Caviar Day. I have not had caviar in a long time. I used to get it with my grandmother because my grandmother got me hooked on it. And when she did me an Easter basket at her house, it always had this was my Easter basket from my grandmother. Remember those hollow eggs that were all sugar and it had the hole on the end and you looked in and there was a little picture in there? Yeah, I always got one of those every year. I don't even know if they make them anymore. I had a jar of caviar. I had sour or cream cheese, crackers, and maybe a chocolate bunny. That's what was in my, and pickled pig's feet. A jar of those. I loved that stuff. I did. I loved that stuff. Okay, wisdom quotes. With the new day comes new strength and new thoughts, by Eleanor Roosevelt. And today's words of the day. Word of the day. Word of the day. And today's word is blood and guts. Blood and guts? What? It's an adjective meaning marked by great violence, especially when depicted in a graphic way, or dealing with fundamental concerns, or performed with great zeal or vigor. And the other word of the day is Felix culpa. I think that's how they want it pronounced.
Felix culpa.
Yep, Felix culpa is a noun. An apparent error or disaster with happy consequences. And today's horoscope for Aries. All your relationships may be enhanced by an increased sensitivity to the needs and feelings of others. You may provide melancholy friends with a sympathetic ear, or you may give assistance in resolving problems. Rest assured that your efforts won't go unappreciated. You will probably grow closer to those who mean the most to you now, including the very special person in your life. Yep, I am learning who I am finding is not a friend and who my true friends are. So, with that being said, let's move on to my crafty planner. Crafty planner. So, this goes back with this. And then I forgot I was only going to buy one planner next year, but no, I need two because I have one and it can be undated. I need one for, I keep track of what I'm eating. I keep track of my sugar. And I think I'm going to start writing my steps in it. So, yeah, I do need a planner for that. The last one I got, I paid like $3 on clearance at Hobby Lobby. So if I can get an undated planner really cheap that way, that'll work for me because it's just for that. Okay, yesterday I put in 936 stitches. Today probably won't be as much because I am reading today. We are doing morning video. Okay, so I worked on Hade, Faces of Fairy, '66. Cool beans. Okay, so let's see, Hade, Faces of Fairy, '66. There it is. I am working on it. 7/17 was yesterday. Okay. There we go. There is that. So I can move these project sheets into where I keep my project sheets because I only keep in my planner the ones that I am either working on every month or that I'm currently working on. So, yeah. These are all of them that have been started that need to be finished. There might be a couple that were finished, like this one was finished, but the one behind it wasn't. So I do have a few of those where one side was finished project, but one side wasn't. So I do have a few of those in here. Yeah. Okay, I can throw that out. Got my coffee. It's my mug from Atlantic Beach, North Carolina. Whenever I go somewhere on vacation, I always come home with a coffee mug. So for this summer, I'm using beach ones and some that don't fit any theme. So I have a bunch of holiday and seasonal ones. So, and then I have some that are just anytime mugs. So yeah, and they're all in my china cabinet. They fill up half the china cabinet. I would love one of those tall cabinets that I've seen. They're not very wide, and they hold all your favorite coffee mugs. And it's it's on the floor and goes up. It's kind of like a mini bookshelf, but it's for your coffee mugs. I need one of those. I don't know where I would put it, but yeah, I would like one of those. Okay, so I've been sitting there looking at all my physical books that are in my room, my family room. The ones that I wanted to read this summer are stacked up on my coffee table, and I have only read one book off that pile so far. My bookcase, there's 3 cases next to each other, and they're 2 deep, and there's some on the very top. Yeah, I need to get them read, But I also like all these books from TikTok, although some of them are on TikTok. But I also watched someone on TikTok that said, why is everybody doing the most popular books? Why are we not seeing people doing books that aren't seen on TikTok? And I'm like, you know what? If I get to reading those physical books, they aren't on TikTok. Most of them aren't. Some of them are. But yeah, that's a good idea. So I really, really want to get to those. And I've seen a few people that do a TBR jar, a really pretty glass jar, and all their books are written on a piece of paper, folded up and put in the TBR jar. I have like 200 books. But some of them are series, so I could write down, like the Throne of Glass, I could write Throne of Glass series. And then I would just read them all together. I read Throne of Glass when it first came out, but I haven't read the rest. And I'm going to have to go back and read Throne of Glass. Same with Red Queen, and I have a couple others. So I need to do that. But maybe if I don't have the boys Thursday, I plan on visiting my parents. So they have a Dollar Tree. I may check that out on Thursday. Or I may stop at Wegmans and get a few things of groceries. I can always see what they have, but Dollar Tree will be cheaper. I would love a nice pretty glass jar for all my cotton balls, and then I would like another one to put all my Q-tips in. And I'm pretty sure they have all that at the Dollar Tree, so I want to check that out. Nothing else is going on. Today is reading day. I am starting a book called If This Is Love by Jewel E. Ann. I don't remember what it is about, and I don't know if it's a smutty book, a mystery. I'm thinking it's a romance, but I don't know what kind of romance. So let's see if we can figure it out. So Goodreads, If This Is Love. There it is. It says I read it. I did not read it. I didn't read it. It just came out. So it says, he's mine. Don't ever forget that. Milo lives in the barn, a cowboy through and through. I live in a castle, but I'm not a princess. When the only person who loves me dies, Milo's there. As I get older, I no longer look at Milo like a big brother. I look at him like the man God made just for me. With the first glimpse of freedom from my pathetic excuse for a father, I imagine a future with Milo. I dream of the day when we won't have to hide our feelings. But Milo has a secret. He is not free. The man I love is marrying the woman I hate. Oh, that sounds good. Okay, I see a 4-star. I'm not reading the reviews, just looking at the stars. I see a 4, a 2, a 5, a 4, a 4, a 5, a 3, a 5, a 4, a 2, a 1, 3, 3, 5, 5, yeah. So they're mixed reviews. Mixed reviews. So, yeah, while I'm uploading this video, I am going to go check NetGalley to see if there's anything that I have to have. And if there's any sitting that I need to download. Because starting in September, I only have 5 a month. I'm trying to keep it way down. So, yeah. And then once we get to that point, I'm going to start using my Wheel app for reading. So just another, next month, at the end of next month, I will start using my Wheel app. Yeah, because I have 5. And then, you know, if it lands on NetGalley Books and I've already read the books for that month, I'm going to go ahead and read the books for the next month after that. And then if I'm caught up, I'll start going back. Because I do want to read them all. But that's all for today, my peepers. I'm hoping to vacuum in the family room today and dust. That's about it. I do got to give the animals their flea medicine because I forgot they were supposed to get it yesterday. So I had to give them their flea medicine. And gonna read. Maybe go for a car ride when Scott gets home. I do have a roast in the crock pot. And we're going to have Spanish rice with that. And I think that'll be it. I gotta see. I think green beans. So, almost done with my coffee. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Yes. Love you guys. Bye-bye.